A stadium by any other name would not be as hilarious. Welcome to WatchMojo.com, and today we're counting down our picks for the top 10 funniest stadium names. For this list, we're looking at sporting venues from around the world, and are choosing those that make us giggle the most. Doesn't matter if the stadium's name has since been changed or is officially known as something else. It's all in good fun.
Das Wankdorf Stadion bitte.
Number 10. Gaylord Entertainment Center.
We welcome you to the Gaylord Entertainment Center in the Music City of Nashville, Tennessee.
This sounds like it's right out of a Ben Stiller movie.
Is your name Gaylord Fokker, yes or no?
Yes.
Though there's nothing wrong with the name Gaylord, it doesn't exactly scream multi-purpose sports complex. In the same way, the former stadium of Shrewsbury Town FC, Gay Meadow, was also a questionable name.
But that has left the pitch at the adjacent Gay Meadow one to test the mighty and give hope to the minnow.
Home of the NHL's Nashville Predators, the stadium's also been called Nashville Arena and Bridgestone Arena.
Well, Bridgestone Arena in downtown Nashville, Tennessee. We're getting set for some NHL hockey.
So where'd Gaylord come from? It was actually named for Edward Gaylord, the businessman who started the Gaylord Entertainment Company, which was part owner of the Preds at the time. But even with that knowledge, we're sure the Gaylord Entertainment Center still prompted some childish chuckles.
Gaylord, 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 Gaylord.
Number 9. Mitsubishi Forklift Stadion.
In het Mitsubishi Forklift Stadion.
This one sounds more like a warehouse than a European sports facility. Mitsubishi is a major player in many industries, and they produce many products. One of those products is a forklift. When a football stadium was built in the Netherlands in 2005 to house Almere City FC, using what we can only assume were Mitsubishi forklifts, the arena was branded after one of the team's main sponsors. You guessed it, Mitsubishi.
Everything we do is informed by our unrivaled manufacturing experience.
Unfortunately for fans of this unique stadium moniker, it has since been changed, and today goes by Janmar Stadion. We're guessing that any chance of seeing forklifts doing 360s at halftime is also gone.
En Kip achter de bal. Kip, en die maakt zulke ballen. Het is de 28e minuut van de wedstrijd.
Number 8. Bargain Booze Stadium.
Bargain booze, for people who like bargains and booze and Scotch eggs.
Cheap alcohol at a football stadium? Sounds too good to be true.
Yeah, never underestimate the power of cheap booze.
Bargain Booze is a string of stores that sell alcohol. And they earned the naming rights for this stadium when they sponsored Witten Albion FC. The result was, of course, Bargain Booze Stadium, with a capacity of 2,300, most of whom we're assuming were just looking for discount hooch.
Grog? This is beer!
Cheap beer.
This English arena has actually gone through a few names, like Britannia Carpet Stadium, for example, but today it's known as the not nearly as funny The Help for Heroes Stadium and Winsham Park.
And when we say for life, we put 'em in it.
Number 7. Tony Macaroni Arena.
I made macaroni.
I'm not hungry.
Well, rhyming was inevitable on a list like this. Officially called the Almondvale Stadium, this arena has been home to the Scottish Championship club Livingston since 1995. Like all the stadia on this list, it's gone through a few nicknames in its history. But it's hard not to single out Tony Macaroni Arena, which became its name thanks to a sponsorship deal with the Scottish chain of Italian restaurants in 2015. The deal not only got the naming rights for the stadium, but sees that the team's shorts and jerseys bear the brand's logo as well. We're assuming that cost Tony Macaroni a pretty penny.
You always act strange after he shows up.
I'm not acting strange, I'm looking for the macaroni.
Number 6. Hunky Dorys Park.
Aside from that unfortunate business, everything is hunky-dory.
It may sound silly, but at least it brings good vibes. When you hear the name Hunky Dorys Park, you think that when it comes to Drogheda United FC, everything's gonna be all right. The Irish Association Football Club surpassed expectations in 2007 to win the League of Ireland. But their good times were short-lived. They endured financial troubles and were soon insolvent, almost folding entirely.
He must score here! It's 1-1!
Fortunately, a sponsorship deal with Irish potato chip company Hunky Dory helped keep them in the black. And the Drogheda United Park was rebranded with a name that sounds more like a Saturday morning cartoon show.
Satisfy yourself with Hunky Dorys.
Number 5. The Dripping Pan.
All right, you balls of pan drippings, I want to see Crisco coming out of those pores.
This English football stadium is the grandpa on our list, as it's been kicking around as the home of Lewes FC since 1885. Although its history as a sports venue for cricket, stool ball, and more goes back even further. The origins of its greasy name have never been 100% confirmed, but the most popular theory suggests that the site was a salt pan in medieval times. The sports venue has gone through many renovations over its long life, but one thing that's remained constant is its entertaining, albeit confusing name.
Oh, come on, will you? Your brain pan's dripping.
Number 4. Bumthang Stadium.
Did you just say thang?
Bumthang is not only the name of a Bhutanese stadium, but also a district, province, valley, river, and kingdom. So this is anything but a random naming choice. There's some question as to where the word Bumthang comes from. It might refer to the shape of the valley, and it might even mean Valley of Beautiful Girls.
Beautiful! You get the beautiful girls there. It's wonderful.
But to those of us who speak English and don't happen to know that it's actually pronounced Bumthang, bums are just funny, so it's hard not to snicker when we hear it. Here's hoping their number 1 seller in the snack food department isn't the Bumthang burger.
This is a tasty burger.
Number 3. Wankdorf Stadium.
Aus dem altehrwürdigen Wankdorf Stadion.
When you look at this word written down, it's pretty obvious why this Swiss stadium's name is worthy of a hearty chuckle. But it gets better. Opened in 1925, Wankdorf was once home to a football club that goes by the name the Young Boys of Bern. So to put that all together for you, for decades the Young Boys played at Wankdorf. Hey, some jokes just write themselves. After a long, successful history, which included hosting both World Cup and European finals, the stadium was demolished in 2001, only to be replaced by the new Stade de Suisse Wankdorf. Hey, just be glad they didn't move the arena to their sister city, Fappensburg. Just kidding.
What do I mean by self-discovery, Mark Pritchard? Having a wank, sir?
Number 2. Kuntz Memorial Soccer Stadium.
A raw October day has given way to a cool October evening here at Kuntz Memorial Stadium in Indianapolis.
Built to host the soccer tournament at the 1987 Pan Am Games, this Indianapolis stadium has enjoyed an illustrious career ever since, having played host to numerous championship games, Olympic training sessions, and more.
Touched by Fuller, and he'll watch it roll into the goal.
But how did that name stick? That Kuntz guy must have been pretty important to the city of Indianapolis.
Welcome to Kuntz Stadium. If you haven't been here before, it's one of our phenomenal spaces.
All right, honestly, there's really no question as to why this stadium name triggers some cackles. To be fair, it's not pronounced the way you think. But when you look at it on paper, well, it really looks like that word you're not supposed to say.
Kuntz. No, I haven't read him, but I think you're right.
Before we unveil our number 1 pick, here are some honorable mentions.
Taru, 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 taru.
They draw very good crowds. The field itself wins awards every year for their upkeep. It's just a great organization, and we're very proud to be part of it.
Number 1. Mittelfart Stadion.
I just farted. That was a man fart.
We've had bums, cunts, macaroni, and wanks, so don't be surprised that number 1 is gonna be the most childish of all, farts. The stadium is named for the town in which it's located, but we should give Mittelfart a break here. That name is actually derived from a term that means the water you travel between, so there's nothing untoward about it. In fact, it's a beautiful stadium that seats 4,000 spectators and acts as the home of the Mittelfart G&BK Football Club, so we really don't know what all the fuss is about. Oh, who are we kidding? Farts are always funny.
Oh, God.
Do you agree with our list? Which stadium's name do you think is the funniest? For more entertaining top 10s published every day, be sure to subscribe to WatchMojo.com.